Seahawks lost to the Rams on a heartbreaker game. Jason Myers had a chance to win it with a game-winning field goal, 55-yarder. Just doesn't get it done. A lot of interesting things to look at in this one. Geno Smith got hurt. The offense looked really, really bad. The defense, I would say, looked good until the last drive there, where they completely fell apart. And overall, I think this was a game you really needed to win and couldn't get it done.
And by golly, that's the game. That's the name of the game. You know, you got winners and losers.
And that's true. This is the name of the game in the NFL. You know, these tight losses against bad teams, you have to get these types of wins. And now we are 0-2 against the Rams this year. I said in our preview, the Seahawks, Sean McVay has had Pete Carroll's number. You know, last year it went Pete Carroll's way. This year it went Sean McVay's way.
And you know what?
Very
in the future, it's going to go McVay's way. It's going to. He's like 8-3 against Pete Carroll. So I actually don't think it's really fair. I think this game is on the coaching staff. Drew, do you agree? Like Shane Waldron, his offense is just not inspiring at all. And I know Geno missed a couple of drives. Drew Lock was not good, so we can shut down that narrative officially. Right. But Shane Waldron, you have to score more than 16. The Rams are letting teams like the Packers and the Cowboys drop 25, 35 points on them
in the first half.
And the Packers are terrible. I mean, the Packers right now look like a better team than the Seahawks do. They just beat the Chargers.
I'm sure they
so you look at it and you're like, where's the offense, right? Because last year the offense was good. And this year we got a new wide receiver, Jackson Smith-Njigba, first-round draft pick. We also bring in a new running back, Zach Charbonnet, who, by the way, had a really good game today. And,
Charbonnet looked good.
Abe Lucas was out again, and that was devastating, right? Because obviously that led to Geno getting injured. But ultimately, I don't think it's fair to say just because Abe Lucas is injured, our offense has gotten that much worse.
Yeah.
When we've added weapons. We've added weapons. And Charles Cross, in his second season, should be getting better, but he's not. So I don't know, where's the offensive growth? We had a great offense last year. We bring in new weapons, and then we get worse. That doesn't sit well with me right now, and it doesn't. I think Shane Waldron has the hottest seat right now out of anyone on our team.
Yeah, last year, the Seahawks, their offense looked a lot better, and you could argue we have more weapons this year. So I really don't know what's happening.
Unless Abe Lucas is going to be the magical, magical plug. In which case, he should be back on Thursday. So that's the silver lining.
I mean, we were going to get absolutely destroyed by the 49ers.
And back in the day when we used to have Stephen Hauschka, Russell Wilson, Richard Sherman, and Marshawn Lynch, we used to be a good team.
That is very true, Thorne. That is very true.
Speaking of Stephen Hauschka, does he make that kick? I don't know, but Jason Myers did not. But I'm not going to put it.
He's made 18 kicks in a row.
I'm not going to put it on Myers.
And he misses one. So it's you can't expect your kicker to make every kick. It sucks that the one that he missed was the game winner. But if he had missed he made a 54-yarder earlier that game. So let's say he missed that one instead. Then you don't even have a chance.
You got to put yourself in the shoes of the kicker. How does he feel? How does he cope? Does he have the proper medical
Honestly, I don't know, man. If I was Jason Myers, I don't know how I would cope. But you know what? They have thick skin for a reason. They're NFL.
Yeah. Do they have psychologists that will help them get through this?
I think they will.
That's the questions we need to be asking.
But what happens with the defense that last drive?
Oh, they all just forgot how to tackle?
There was about 7-8 minutes left, and the Rams had one of the most methodical drives of all time.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what we traded Leonard Williams for. If he's literally not going to make the team any better.
All right, I think we had a good defensive game. I'm saying on that last drive.
But when we needed to stop the most, we did. And by the way, here's actually the biggest story of all. 3rd and 15, we get the stop, but there's a penalty flag. Who is it on the penalty flag but Reek Woolen, the guy who has been called for 50 penalty flags this year?
That seemed a little.
I will say it was an iffy call, but Tariq Woolen is not doing us any favors right now. He's been the most penalized guy on our team, I'm pretty sure.
And Tariq Woolen.
And today it may have cost us the game. It probably did, because I think if you get that stop, you win, right? Do you agree?
Yeah, you get that stop. Because then you're forced to a field goal. What? Because they're in field goal range.
They weren't in field goal range of that.
I think they were.
No, they were not. That penalty put them into field goal range.
Regardless, thought they were at the 40.
Derek Roland just hasn't been doing well for us this summer.
You either, all right.
Getting so many penalties.
Let's just, yeah, okay. They might have not been in field goal range. So even if they were in field goal range, then you still have your timeouts, and you have another minute on the clock, couple minutes on the clock there. It's a completely different game, you know. Because then when you got to the 40, you don't have to worry about running the ball 2 yards up the middle and then bringing on the field goal unit. You can really set up a play and take your time. So it's really disappointing. This was a game that me and Levi both said, look, we think we're going to win it close, but there's a good chance we could lose.
It was must win, and we lost.
I don't think it's must win.
It is, though, because the next five, right? San Fran, Dallas, Philly, San Fran, Pittsburgh. We're not favored to win any of those 5 games.
I think we'll be favored against Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's better than us.
Yeah,
No, they're not.
Well, they have the same record, and they're better. So
I think we will. Out of the next 5 games, I think we win 2.
I think we win 1, maybe none.
I'd give it a little up. Like I'd say maybe
the way
2-3.
we are playing right
Thorne
now.
thinks 2-3. So Thorne's the most optimistic out of us.
I don't see the win. I don't know how we're going to beat the Niners if we can't score against the Rams.
You know, my coach used to say 2 things: attitude and effort. And the 2 things that can bring you to win more. And I think they increase that on the team, you get the morale going, the fans cheering more in the stands, better stadiums.
The bottom line is, look, how many people did we add this offseason? We added a first-round cornerback, Devon Witherspoon, great player. We added a first-round wide receiver, Njigma. He's still finding his footing, but he's been good. We also added Zach Charbonnet, a good
who's added a lot,
second down back. And we added Jake Bobo, who's a better 4th receiver than we've ever had, right? We've added Leonard Williams, we traded for. Jamal Adams got healthy.
Bobby Wagner,
we brought him back. Derek Hall's been good for a second-round linebacker. Like, we brought in a lot of kind of notable players, and the only guys we lost Nwosu to a season-ending injury. That sucks.
But
and we've lost Abe Lucas. He'll be back next week. So
Cody Barton.
We brought in 9 guys who make our team better and lost 2, and yet this is the same exact team as last year. It's the same exact team.
And then when you look at that, you have to say, okay, so then why is it the same team? Because it's clearly not the fault of the 9 guys. It has to be the fault of the coaching staff and Geno Smith. And I'm going to say it again. I said it in the preview, if Geno Smith plays well, we're going to win the game. And unfortunately got injured, didn't play super well. Drew Lock came in and didn't do great. And it's just the same old. Shane Waldron didn't call a great game. When it mattered the most, the last play of the game that wasn't the kick, the 2-yard run, I think we should have probably spiked the ball there and gone in an actual play design. Other than that, just there's little things like that where I think really wins or loses you games in the NFL. And I think Shane Waldron and Pete Carroll, for that matter as well, has shown they're not capable of doing that.
Yeah, I mean, right now, going into today, we had about an 80% chance of the playoffs. Right now, I think that's down to maybe 40, 45, 50. Now you're battling for, are we going to get the 7 seed like we did last year?
Yeah.
And are we going to get to play? Are we going to get to be blown out in Philadelphia in the playoffs, or are we going to be sitting on a couch? That's essentially what we're playing for now. Which I'd still rather get blown out in Philadelphia than sit on the couch. But man, it's pretty bleak right now, to be honest.
When do you think
it's pretty bleak?
We should start talking about trades for Gardner Minshew or Mac Jones?
I really don't think we should talk about those because Mac Jones and Gardner Minshew are not good. So yeah.
Gardner Minshew is arguably better than Geno Smith, but
I wouldn't go that
I'm
far.
interested to see what his physical is going to say. I'm interested to see if he just kind of battled it through and battled it out.
Yeah, the elbow. I mean,
Drew Lock
elbow injury, but he looked like he was throwing the ball fine there at the end.
He zipped it in there to Tyler Lockett, and then
he had a great throw to DK, and DK made an amazing catch. But we have playmakers.
He had a bad throw. He had a bad throw to DK too.
He did have a bad throw.
Down the left sideline, DK was literally wide open, and he put a lot of air under the ball for some reason and threw it kind of out of bounds. That's a difference maker. That's 15 yards out of bounds, so the clock would have stopped. Then also, Charbonnet had a 1-yard reception, which kind of changed the game because that was 20 seconds off the clock. That was kind of an interesting decision too. So overall, that last drive by Geno Smith, I give it a B. Because he did give a chance for the win, but I think Patrick Mahomes or, a healthy Joe Burrow or someone like that probably doesn't let a 55-yard kick determine the game and probably gets it down to like a 30-yarder or something like that.
Well, if we break it down to the simplest it can be,
it's hard to blame Geno on. I've been pretty critical.
I'm not trying
of
to
Geno.
blame Geno. I'm saying it's a B performance.
No, I know.
There's things he could have done better, but he had a couple good throws. He had a couple good throws. Look, I don't think he played bad on that last drive. I'm saying there was a couple things he could have done which would have changed the outcome, but you can't expect Geno Smith to do everything correctly because he's not that good.
I just you can't lose twice to a losing team in the same season. You can't.
They now have 4 wins and 2 of them are against us.
2 of them are against us, and the other ones are against who are the other ones against? They beat Arizona and some other crappy team. Like the Rams they beat the Colts. Yeah, so I don't know.
It's by loss, and it just comes again it comes down to quarterback play and it comes down to coaching staff.
Stafford didn't even play well. So Geno actually played better than Stafford today, but those last couple drives when Drew Lock was in the game, that really ruined it for us. It's a bummer. It's a real bummer. But I'm still gonna watch this on Thanksgiving, and hopefully maybe Abe Lucas is the missing piece, and because if he's there, who knows? Maybe Aaron Donald doesn't sack Geno and injure his elbow.
It's just unfortunate. I mean, 10 unanswered points in the fourth quarter by LA. It's a tough way to go out.
And last game they scored 23 unanswered points in the second half.
So this is an interesting thing. I don't know if did Kenneth Walker get hurt.
No, they just hate Kenneth Walker. I think our coaching staff doesn't like Kenneth
Zach
Walker.
Charbonnet had 15 carries for 47 yards, and Kenneth Walker had 4 for 18.
Yeah.
4 carries.
I'm not sure what the offensive game plan is. I really don't.
That's really bad. I love K9, and I don't think he's proven that he's a bad running back.
He has not. Shane Waldron on a very hot seat right now. It's hard to fire a guy mid-season. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. Buffalo, the Bills fired their offensive coordinator.
They're in a different position.
And then they got a blowout win, so you never know. Maybe we should fire him. I don't know. But
another notable thing, DK Metcalf, another good game.
Yeah.
So this is like 3 straight games of DK Metcalf playing well. After having really piss poor start to the season, DK Metcalf 5 receptions, 94 yards, and a touchdown. Tyler Lockett 5 for 51. Smith and Jigba had 3 for 40. Charbonnet had 6 receptions for 22 yards. Charbonnet
did a lot today.
He was one of the more featured players on the offense, and I like that. But I also think you should give the ball to K9. You know?
Get them both equally involved.
I don't see it. Maybe he was. I don't know. Maybe K9 dealing with something, but cause that's the only explanation to me. I don't understand why they want to give him to him.
Well, let's bring the game down to its simplest form. Could we have stopped them from getting maybe 5 more points? And could we have started getting maybe 5 more as well? Then we bring the scores down another 5 points each.
That is a great analysis.
It's a great point, Thor. 5 points the difference in this one. 2 points of the difference in this one.
1 point difference in this one. And look, Vegas was right. I laughed at Vegas for saying that Vegas favored Seattle by 1 point, and we lost by 1 instead. And Vegas was right on the money there. I thought we should have been favored by like 5 or 6, but
Witherspoon had a sack.
It's rough.
But the sack streak ends.
Well, boy, Mafe did not get the job.
Yeah, so the sack streak ends for Mafe.
Still very impressive. Good stuff by Boye.
Like even today, Jason Myers. Myers went Myers went 3 for 4.
Yeah, he hit 3 field goals. One of them was a 54-yarder.
So you can't pick it.
It's hard to blame this game on Geno or Myers.
1 yard makes a difference.
It is hard. Geno ended up going.
Strength by 1 yard.
Geno ended up going. Yeah, Geno had a good game. 22 for 34, 233 with a touchdown.
Yeah, no, he didn't turn the ball over, did he?
Yeah, no. You know who did? Drew Lock went 2 for 6 for 3 yards and 1 interception.
I guess you could say he's not very long.
Turn over to the other side. Matt Stafford 17 for 31, 190, a touchdown interception. So
yeah, Geno was better.
Geno outplayed Stafford today.
How'd the Rams' run game do though? Look at that. Look at those numbers.
Tyreek Woolen did have an interception though, Levi. So you can blame him on the last play there, but it's kind of.
That's good. Yeah.
It's good to see. It's good to see Woolen having an interception. I think it's his first one.
He just needs to cut down.
First one this year, I think.
because Roland's been called for some stupid crap before this season. You gotta learn from those mistakes. Don't let it affect you in the biggest play of the game.
Royce Freeman, the starting running back for the Rams, 17 carries, 73 yards.
I'm gonna be honest. I was very close to picking him up on fantasy because I said to myself, who plays really well against the Seahawks? Oh, that's right. Random backup running backs. They always kill us. And but you know what? I said no, I'm not gonna bet against my team. So I picked up somebody. I think I picked up like Kareem Hunt instead.
73 yards isn't that much though.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp, 1 reception, 11 yards.
Cooper got injured. He got injured. I mean it's
Cooper Nakua, 5 receptions for 70 yards and a touchdown. Overall, they're just unexcusable. Should have won that game, especially when, like, we should be winning 90% of the time when Geno Smith outplays the other quarterback.
Oh yeah.
When Geno Smith, because Geno Smith is the guy that holds us back in the majority of these losses. So when he does get the win, I mean, there's zero excuse. Because when he plays better than the other quarterback, we should be winning almost all of these ball games. Because our roster outside of the quarterback position is one of the strongest in the NFL.
Yeah. Our roster.
I mean, outside of the defensive line, and even that isn't that bad, but outside of the defensive line and the offensive line, who are both average units, everything else is above average.
Yeah.
I mean, safeties, cornerbacks, linebackers, like, we have probably the best linebacker, safety, cornerback group in the NFL. Wide receivers, we have like we have 4, like, more than solid.
The tight ends aren't great,
but we have a
they get the job
we have
done.
a tight ends by committee.
Yeah.
And they all have their role. So I really don't know what happened in this one.
What happened was the offense fell apart. The wheels off the offense.
It was the perfect storm for the Rams. You know, just took advantage of a defense that played really well on the very last drive. Unfortunate.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. And now, you know.
Now we gotta figure out a way to dig deep and get to 9 wins.
Yeah.
Gotta win.
Maybe it's a good thing because now I don't have expectations. I didn't have expectations last season, and it worked out pretty well. So I don't know.
We need 3 wins, and I think we'll get there. I really do. I think we'll probably get 1 win.
So, do you think 3 wins is enough?
Yeah, 9.
Maybe that's enough.
I think you go 9-8. You probably get in.
Well, I think the Vikings are probably getting to double digits, and the Cowboys.
It's tough. You give yourself a chance at 9 wins, and I think we'll probably beat the Titans, the Cardinals, and.
I really don't think we beat the Steelers. I think we need to get an upset over either Dallas or San Francisco. I think that's
we could beat Dallas.
No.
How about the Eagles? Do we play the Eagles?
I don't know. We do play the Eagles.
We historically play well against the Eagles, but
the Eagles are historically right now way better than.
No. We're probably gonna lose against the Eagles. I'm just saying. There's a chance.
Honestly, I still think our best chance at an upset is on Thanksgiving at home against the Niners.
Next week?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Pete Carroll, the way that McVay has our number, Carroll has historically had.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, the Eagles.
But Carroll's never coached against Sirianni.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
But Pete Carroll has a winning record against Kyle Shanahan. But you could also just chalk that up to, you know, a lot of games against CJ
Would you be surprised if we go 0-2 against the 49ers this year?
No.
But what would you, like, what are the odds? I think there's a good chance we win one of the 2 games.
No, yeah. I think there's about a 30% chance we win one of the games. Maybe 40.
Yeah. And if you win a game against the Niners, I think you probably make the playoffs then.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Disappointing. This is the NW Sportscast. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You want to hear us out, Thorn?
All right, Jesus, thanks for watching. To Jesus, Drew, they love. And, have a great day. Have a nice night.
All right, see you guys. Go Hawks.